Welcome back, everybody. My name is Andrew, and this is Kite Army. Check out what I got here. This is brand new from Blink. This is the Blink Wired Floodlight Camera. It's sold on Amazon. Actually, Blink is a Amazon company, and they've been like crazy successful. Now, in the past, the Blink cameras that you may be more familiar with look like this. They're really tiny, but they are powered by AA batteries. But I'm really happy to see that Blink has expanded their line to include this. Now, this camera right here will be installed in a location that replaces a floodlight. It'll use the power from the house, so you won't have to worry about batteries, anything like that. Now, some features of this floodlight are, obviously, it's got lights on it, it's got HD video on it, it's got two-way talk, it's got a siren, and they'll work with all your other Blink cameras, so that whole ecosystem will work together. So if you want to protect your castle from all the threats out there, I'm talking about dogmen, aliens, shapeshifters, just to name a few, well, this video's definitely for you. So let's get this camera installed and see how it works. So let me quickly show you what's included with the Blink Wired Floodlight Camera. First off, you get a bunch of accessories to mount the camera. This gives you options depending on what kind of box you have. Of course, you get one of these little tiny instruction manuals. This is down and dirty. Hopefully this video will cover more completely what that's trying to tell you. Next up, you get a bracket to mount into the box in the wall like that. And lastly, of course, you get the floodlight camera. Here's the Blink camera up front. You can see it's wired in there. Here's the two LED lights. They look pretty rugged, robust. They have cooling fins on the back here, and here's the wires on the back. Basically, you have a ground, a negative, and a positive wire right there. All right, guys, there it is. This is the Blink Wired Floodlight Camera. Check out my work here. It looks good, right? I have to say, so far for 99 bucks, I'm pretty impressed with this camera, but you know what we really care about is video quality. So let's check that out before I show you how I got this installed. These lights are definitely gonna come on now. Boom! Come on, boom! Let me do some magic spells and turn. See, I did it. You can turn them off. You can turn them off during the day, no problem.
Should I subscribe to Kite Army?
Well, that's an excellent question. If you love entertaining, good quality, informative videos, I definitely say, yeah, do it. So the first step in this project, and by far the most important, is make sure you turn off the power at that outlet, that fixture, or the location where you want to install your new floodlight. The reason why is you don't want to hurt yourself, you don't want to damage any equipment, or even worse, make sparkies and burn down the house you're trying to protect. All right, I've checked once, I've checked twice. I no longer have power at this floodlight, so let's get it removed. The first thing I have to do is right in the center here, they have a little gasket. I gotta pull that out. Okay. So the first step is to remove this mounting plate that was used for the old floodlight. The new Blink camera actually includes this mount right here, so we're going to remove it here with these screws. Now yours might be attached to a electrical box. You can see mine's attached to this decorative frame. Doesn't make a difference, just remove that for now and replace it with the new one. Now notice the screw faces outwards, also the ground screw, which is that green one right there. So for the next step, we want to take our ground wire, which is this wire without any of the insulation on it, and wrap it around this green screw here, which is the grounding screw. Now get that hook that they supplied you with and wrap it around the neck of the camera like this, and then hook it onto the mounting bracket like that so you can actually do the wiring work. So the first wire we're going to connect is going to be the grounding wire. Just pull off the end of the insulation. They've already clipped it for you, so just pull it off like, oh, feeling more difficult than I thought. There we go. Pull that off and wrap it around that green screw. I'd say wrap it around clockwise, because then when you tighten it up, it will actually lock it down. Since I had trouble before removing that insulation, let's just get a pair of pliers and pull off the insulation from the black and white wires. See, come on, baby. A little difficult. There's the black one removed. You probably could do this before you hang it. It might be a little easier. There's a tip for you. So for the next step, we're going to connect our neutral wires. Same thing. Let's wrap it around that copper wire like this. Then get our pliers and just gently, don't do too hard, gently twist it around. Again, we're spinning that wire clockwise, and then we're getting our wire nuts that were supplied with the floodlight, and again spinning them clockwise and locking down, and we are good to go. So for the next step, make sure your wires are inserted in the box and they're clear out of the way, and that gasket, this gasket right here, seals tightly against your home, or in this case my decorative piece, that way it won't leak. Get our screw, put it in there. We're good. We're straight. Lights look good. Perfect. All right, check out that bad boy. It's installed. I love how I have my LEDs aiming out towards my yard. This one goes right along my wall here, and the camera's kind of capturing right in the middle. This looks really good. So let me quickly show you how you can install the Blink app to control this wired floodlight camera from your phone. First, download the app and make sure it's installed. From here, you'll go into the console. You're going to look for that plus button up top. Select the plus button. From here, scroll down and select Wired Floodlight Camera. Since we've already walked through installing the camera, select It's been installed. The next step will require you to take a photograph of the QR camera, either on the camera itself or on the manual that's included. Once you do that, you need to disarm your system, so hit Continue here, and make sure that on your camera you see these blinking blue lights and the green standby light. Then select Discover Device. So once you've completed those steps, let your camera update and you should be good to go. So here's what the interface looks like in the Blink app. You can see my floodlight is right down at the bottom here. These controls right to the right there let you do some of your device settings. So if you want to view video from your floodlight camera, you have to go and look at the clips. The clips is right down in the bottom of the home page. Here's all the videos that were recorded from that day. You can see up top is a video that I've selected, and that's what it looks like when it's playing. So in a nutshell, that is the Blink app. All right, guys, so before I give you the wrap up of this Blink wired floodlight camera, if you could, make sure you leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think of this video, also what you think of this camera. Also, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and of course, I know you're gonna do this, subscribe to the channel. So you've waited for it, here it is. Here's the wrap up on this Blink wired floodlight camera. Basically, I can say for $99, which is what they're charging for this, this thing is a excellent quality product. The video's good, the light is good, I like the features of it, I like that it integrates with other Blink cameras. So something to keep in mind, whether you're talking about the Blink floodlight camera or the Google floodlight camera, is you're probably going to need a subscription. So I'll put on the screen the subscription plan for the Blink. So keep that in mind when you're considering buying one of these. But if you look at the total cost, the Blink is a real good value, even including the subscription. All right, guys, the truth is neither of us want this to end. So why don't you just sit back down, relax, and watch that video right there.